on the news tonight, Calabar Ojukwane dualization work reaches advanced level, asphalting to be completed in February. Governor Ayade promises to finish strong, appeals to federal government on completion of Bakassi Deep Sea Port. Plus, NCC informs Nigerians on new high-risk virus on mobile phones. This and more in just a moment. Good evening, it's nice to have you on NTA News at 7. I am Paul Abel. Now the news in details. Cross River State Governor Professor Ben Ayade has promised that his administration will finish strong with the functioning of all the industries in 2022. The governor stated he's doing an interview in Calabar. Correspondent completes the report. Cross River State is predominantly a civil service state, but with the assumption of office in 2015, Governor Ayade decided to change the narrative to build an economy for the state through his agricultural industrialization policy.
Our commitment is to finish very strong. And by finishing strong means that the major indices of a performing administration is its sensitivity to its people. And so I will do self-evaluation even before I become available to the public for evaluation. How many people have I been able to make their lives better? How many people have I put food on their table? How many people have I put skills on their hands? How many hands have I put on the plow? My commitment is to leave Cross River State with an economy. What is far more sustainable is actually to have an economy. And you don't build an economy in one tenure or two. It's a deep vision, my control. But essentially speaking, Cross River must create an economy and create a corridor of prosperity for the younger generation. We've been able to push the state to national relevance, but it's actually now to densify the footfalls of that relevance into a productive economy. That's basically what Cross River State should expect from 2022. The absolute completion of every single factory we set forth to build and getting it into the market. So I think Cross River State will actually be and ultimately, before my exit, an outstanding example of a successful story of a government that was sensitive to her people and concerned about their future.
The governor also appealed to the federal government for support to realize the Bakassi Deep Sea Port project.
You can imagine our vision of the Bakassi Deep Sea Port, which is still very realizable within 9 months from here. I just need the federal government support, because our macroeconomic climate does not really support foreign investors. As many as are brought in, by the time they are done, the reason for their pussyfooting are beyond the issues of the state. Repatriation of their proceeds, recovery of their investments, access to exchange and forex, reliability and stability of the naira. These are factors that are outside my control. And so when a foreigner comes into the country, he is not coming with an intent to make a loss, but to make profits.
Governor Ayade also revealed that majority of the industries will commence effective operations under a management contract or concession, as privatization has been put on hold for the next administration. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News. Calabar, the capital of Cross River State, is considered as the first unofficial capital city of Nigeria in the 19th century and regarded as the tourism hub of the country. But since the creation of the state, the ancient city was connected by just one single lane road, which most times becomes a nightmare to road users in and out of the city. But that negative scenario is fast changing with the intervention of the state government to dualize the road, thus bringing succor to motorists and commuters. Correspondent has details. The 16-kilometer Calabar-Odukpane dual carriageway, though a federal government road, It is being executed by the Cross River State government through a direct labor engagement with a consortium of construction companies to mitigate the plight drivers and other road users encounter while coming into and going out of Calabar. The asphalt with thickness of 5 centimeters to be completed by the end of February 2022 to transform the socio-economic life of people in the state.
The main idea of embarking on this dual carriage road from metropolitan Calabar City to exit through the Odukpani flyover arises from the huge challenge we had with the Odukpani junction, where commuters spend 3, 4, 5 days on the road struggling to drive out by the virtue of the problems of Odukpani junction. Now, the situation will get worse as we get into the rainy seasons, and that's why I'm working day and night to see that this road becomes accessible, to reduce traffic and decongest the road by dualizing it, indeed wide enough for it to be 4 lanes.
There are other road furnitures that are going to come up. We have street lighting in our scope, right from Odukpani all through into town. So the design and the execution of this project is like bringing Calabar City Center and Odukpani together. The asphalting, which will make a meaning or more meaning to others, will be done in less than 1 month from now. And then the other road furniture, like I said, slope protection, the median construction, the street lighting and all that will continue thereafter.
Calabar was the first capital of Nigeria. Won't you be shocked that almost 200-300 years after that we are building a road into the city? Before now it was like going into a farm. So if nothing else, this signature has shown that there is a state capital. Everything, the economy of Calabar depends on this. There is no other road into Calabar. There is no other way of taking economy in and out of Calabar. The social way of we are a tourist state. How do you think that people coming in and out will come and get stranded? What do you think holds for us in terms of tourism? So you open up this type of place for people to come in easily and go out easily.
Since we came in, we have been putting on a quality work, and almost everybody they pass by, they are giving us a credit. The asphalting that we are putting on here, I can tell you that the minimum years it will stay should be 10 years.
NTA News also interacted with some road users on the significance of the road dualization.
Before there was no business because people ran away here because the road was very bad. But now that the road is motorable and the road is free now, I think a business will move and the development and economic of the state will also go a long way to also help the humanity in this community.
When the road is completed, it will be very easy to access Calabar. I'm very happy because the road is more better than before. My machine is not spoiled as been spoiled before because it has closed all those gallops on the road. And at times, Senator Ajade has the work well done.
I'm very much appreciate my excellency because of the road that is made us to be feeling fine. Because formerly, when this road was 1 lane, the hold up was too much and the gallop everywhere. The distance that is supposed to take 1 hour and go because of the bad road, you cannot take one. It will take you like 3 to 4 hours.
With the good intention of the state government, the people are hopeful that the road will be durable and work will be completed as promised. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News. And to Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has charged those vying for elective offices in the 2023 general elections to give peace a chance, as governance cannot strive in an atmosphere of rancor and strife. The governor gave the charge while fielding questions from Government House correspondents on arrival at the Victor Atta International Airport, Uyo. Susan Asuko reports.
The 2023 general election draws near. Activities are beginning to gather momentum. For Ekiti State, the gubernatorial election comes up in the month of June 2022, and it is preceded by election primaries, which was held on Saturday, 22nd January 2022, and presided over by Governor Dom Emmanuel. Reacting to the outcome of the primaries, Governor Emmanuel described the process as transparent and peaceful. He thanked the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party for giving him the opportunity to serve as chairman of the process and urges other candidates who lost out in the primaries to accept the defeat in good faith and work together to ensure that PDP produces the next governor in the June gubernatorial election in the state.
Almost 100% of people that watched it will give us credit that was a very credible, transparent, fair, and free election. Advice is let all of them go back and work together. We have only one seat, and that only one person can occupy that seat. If after all, what the party did at the National Working Committee to accommodate all aspirants, people now spoke and still said this is the person they wanted to carry the flag of the party in that state. I think all of us should just join hands and then work. Party supreme.
In Uyo, Susan Asukwo, NTA News.
Pause for a commercial timeout now. No, don't forget that you can equally watch this news on our YouTube channel, YouTube/NTA Calabar. We have more stories for you at the other side of the break. Please stay with us. It's good to have you back on the news. We start the second segment with stories on security. The Akwa Ibom State Police Command wishes to inform the general public, particularly Akwa Ibom State indigenes who successfully completed the online registration for the 2021 recruitment into the Nigerian Police Force, that physical and credential screening will commence on the 1st through to the 20th of February 2022 at the State Police Headquarters, Ekora-Kwanabia, Uyo. Applicants are advised to appear on the dates indicated against their local government areas of origin in their clean white t-shirts on shorts. They are to come along with the following items, including a national identity number, original and photocopies of credentials, printouts of application submission confirmation, profile page. Applicants should also come with their face masks because the screening and other activities relating to the recruitment exercise will be carried out in strict compliance with the COVID-19 prevention protocols. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, CP Amiegeme Andrew, while welcoming those coming for the exercise, has assured that the process will be transparent and that it is free of charge. He notes that applicants should be wary of the nefarious activities of scammers. The command is hereby warning those who have no business with the screening exercise to keep off the screening venue. The attention of the Federal Road Safety Corps has been drawn to a publication by Daily Trust newspaper with the caption "Promotion Racket Rocks Road Safety," published on Friday 28 January 2022 on its front page and online platform. This is a complete misrepresentation of facts in the Corps. In a statement signed by the Assistant Corps Marshal, Corps Public Education Officer BC Kazim, having gone through the content of the publication, it has become necessary to clarify the disinformation and falsehood in the story, which regrettably mischaracterize the FROSC. The allegations in the story show how grossly uninformed the author about the guidelines for promotion in the Corps and wonder what else could have motivated the publication, if not maliciousness and sheer mischief to cast aspersions on the positive image of the Corps. FRSC is guided by the principle that the purpose of promotion is for the advancement and upliftment of deserving officers who have met the necessary statutory requirements for promotion as defined by a combination of extant regulatory rules, the FRSC scheme of service and the FRSC promotion policy as approved by the Commission. The Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC, has again been informed of a new high-risk, critical and short messaging services-based malware, Tanglebot, which infects Android mobile devices. A statement by the Director of Public Affairs, Dr. Ikechukwu Adinde, indicates that Tanglebot employs more or less similar tactics as the recently announced notorious Flutebot SMS Android malware that targets mobile devices, stressing that Tanglebot equally gains control of the device but in far more invasive manner than the Flutebot malware. The disclosure on Tanglebot, the statement says, was made in a recent security advisory made available to the Commission's New Media and Information Security Department Emergency Response Team, NGCERT. The telecom consumers and other internet users are advised to refrain from opening uniform resource locators URLs from unknown sources while using their mobile devices, and should never respond or send a reply to message or call back a phone number that is associated with the text that they are unaware of. Before we go, a quick look at some of the stories that made headlines. Calabar Ojukwane dualization work has reached an advanced stage, while asphalting is to be completed by the end of February 2022. Governor Ben Ayade has promised to finish strong with an economy for Cross River State and appealed to the federal government on completion of the Bakassi Deep Sea Port project. It was also in the news that the NCC has informed Nigerians about a new high-risk virus on mobile phones. That does it for the news tonight. On behalf of the entire crew, I am Paul Abel. Have a beautiful night rest. Good night.